Yo, you already know what it is. It's your man Hype, Young Hype Life. You know what I'm saying? Used to be DJ Wody, aka Vladimir Spielman, BKA the Honorable Louis Farris swag. You know what I'm saying? You tune in to Zana Ray TV, keeping you in the know. You see what I'm saying?
Zana Ray TV, keeping you in the know. When I'm sitting here with no one other than Hype. You see that? When I hat, it's right there. Young Hype Life. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm glad to be here. I appreciate you.
Are you really glad to be here?
I'm extremely glad. I'm ecstatic.
I gotta see. You gotta do it. Alright, we're not gonna do that again. We did that. That was before we started. That was before we started. Alright, so I'm gonna name 3 things, right? When I name them, like, let me know what it means to you. I'm gonna say Fat Joe, Fabulous, and Revolt.
I would say great music.
Great music. Yeah. So I'm hearing that you're a producer and stuff like that.
That's the word on the street.
That's the word on the street?
Now I have to own up to it.
So now, you know, I'm hearing that you work with them.
Well, you know, some say that. I would agree. You know what I mean? I did.
So tell me more.
matter of fact, my first real record with like a major artist was I did a song called All or Nothing with Young Chris and Freeway. But my first like real song that I was able to take a part in as far as like really producing it, having some creative pull, you know, arranging, engineering. It was a song called Dope Man. It had Dre from Cool and Dre, JDK's on it, and it was a Fat Joe record. My man Tom Vedich, he's like a well-known urban magazine photographer. Look that up because he shot I forget what album it was, but it's an album where Fat Joe is in red and he's like staring downwards, and he shot the album over for that, so he kind of connected that, and everything kind of wouldn't have happened with him. So that kind of created like a snowball effect. That came out, I think it was on Halloween, I want to say of 2009 maybe, 2009, 2010, and after that, my years ago. But then I had Angel Say 2, and that was a follow-up from his Instagram, and he tried to do he put out a couple of different records. And the cool thing about that song, as like a cool snap effect, is we had Hurricane Sandy. I went without power for like 2.5 weeks. I felt like I was living in a cave. Like I felt like the guy, the pianist, Vladimir from that movie, The Pianist, with the Holocaust, when he just came out and he was like living in the rubble. Made the beat. Yeah, and I was, you know, I wasn't even at a level with Fat Joe personally yet where I can like steer things creatively, but just being out of touch from society for so long put me in a different state. So when I made the beat, I just immediately sent it over and I was talking to Macho. I was like, this is it, you need to get him on, like, real crazy.
Was this before he went and did his bid or after?
This is before. And then we actually have some other music that we were slated to release right before he went in. You know, but everything has to add up creatively for everybody. You know what I mean? It's nowadays like the song is just one piece of a bigger puzzle. You know, but we got some great music coming along the way. Macho is a good dude. That's his manager right here, man. He's connected with tons of other people. The Fab stuff, I think that was the second person. I met him through Molly and Martian, who me and him have done some stuff for Fab for his new project that's coming out. You know what I mean? Just wait on it, you know what I'm saying?
Wait on it.
Loso's Way 2, coming soon.
Hear that.
You know what I mean?
Nice plug.
This summer, or the next, I met him through Square Off, which is Dougie Fresh's sons. Okay. They rap, they you know, had a lot of different things going on from Harlem, on down to Grand House and all that. So I met with Molly. Molly connected me with Paul Kane, his Fab's brother. Me and him did a record called Brooklyn. That was one of the major songs on his Invisible Bully. And then from there, it just led to being in the room with Fab and playing. I play keys, so I was doing a lot of keys and drum programming. And you know, the cool thing about that is when you're just vibing with cats, you start to learn, you know, how they think creatively. You know, because you can predict stuff. And Revolt, shouts out to Revolt.
Shout out to you.
Quick plug every day.
Right.
Yeah, 10 p.m. Puff. 10 p.m. and 3 other times during the day there's a show called The Gate of Revolt. Which essentially is their show that showcases all the music videos and things like that. You know, they have like In Harm's Way with Andy Harms, and then they have the Revolt Live that has all the live bands and performances, like outside concerts and things like that in LA and stuff. And so the countdown, or just the core of what they do, like showing music videos, it's cool to have the music. There's a theme song for that because it plays all the time and it kind of sets the mood, and it taught me a whole lot about music licensing. And I really want to, like do some movies, like you said, do some cartoons. All right,
so we know your accomplishments, your big ones, right? Yeah. Where did this start? When did you start producing? Like, how did this happen?
Oh man. Well, 4th grade. I'm 26 now, so 4th grade. I started.
I asked you that, but I didn't want to put it out there. I was gonna say pretty young, you know.
Yeah. Young hype life. So, 4th grade, I started playing trumpet, and there's a guy who was basically like my uncle, Andre Betts. He co-produced "Justify My Love" for Madonna and a lot of other stuff. He met my mom at a PTA meeting, and he came up and was talking about the fact that he does music and things like that. And they got into conversation, and so he brought me over to his house to the studio, and I started, I was infatuated with like the equipment. I felt like I was on like Starship Enterprise or something, because I'd never been around so much gear, and I didn't know anything about what it did.
4th grade.
Yeah, 4th grade, 4th and 5th grade. And so after that, he would show me how to use equipment. So that's kind of how I got my start.
That's what's up. So what's next? What are some projects you're working on? Who's somebody you really want to work with right now?
I wouldn't say I have a specific artist that's major that I really want to work with. I just would say the next major artist I work with, I would want, just like I would want with any artist, I would want to be able to creatively have some lasting input. Because one thing that I notice now is, in the day and age that we're in digitally, a lot of producers, things are easy, right? Like you can email something, somebody will just say, oh yeah, just email me that or whatever. And so there's a lack of personal involvement, and I'm real hands-on because I started on instruments. So I don't know any other way. If you want to play something, you gotta play it. So what I would want is just to make sure that my catalog can speak for itself, so that an artist would trust me enough to give real input, to be in the studio with them. You know what I mean? And like, so another hat that I wear that allows me to do that and build that up is like, I'm also president of a label called Hollowtainment. And with Hollowtainment, we're more about quality rather than quantity. So we have one artist right now, that's 10 Stacks. And with him, I have a lot more of creative control, whether it be me helping design the artwork, me helping to adjust the mix, or executive producing something, or when we start doing videos, me helping with directing. And all those things, I'm just a creative individual.
Have you ever worked on a complete project with an artist? The whole track?
The closest I got to that from a major standpoint was Fab, because that was the first time I really got to be in an artist's personal space. And like, me and Molly were in his house on a daily basis, and it wasn't even necessarily about him. It was just like we were there, whether he was there or not, just working, coming up with ideas.
So I heard from Little Birdie, you working on some things with Bad Girls Club too.
I need to meet this person. They're sharing a lot of information.
I got my sources. You're not gonna come in and
I need to close my window of this birdie.
Yeah, I'm hearing things. So
yeah.
Is that true?
Well, yeah. As of, it was episode 12. Well, Bad Girls Club, I produced a record with a friend of mine named H. Deuce.
I love the things she do. She's a Chicago girl.
From Harlem, and Drezon Sanders, I may be mispronouncing the first name. So the record is called Chicago Girl. And it got chosen to be, it's somewhere in the middle where there's a new, I could say it now because the thing already aired. There's a chick named Delilah. She's a new person in the house. I think she's swapping out with somebody. And so the record just plays throughout her whole introduction and showing her coming into the house. And it was a cool experience. And I really want to be a music director for more artists, no matter what artist it is, because I think like a lot of artists have lost the energy in their shows. And shows can get boring even if you're the ones doing it, because you do the same songs.
And you're walking around.
And you're doing it every day, you know? So it's like, if you're not Beyonce to where it would match your style to have like people jumping off the top of the ceiling or something and you know, fireworks, you need to have a real band, you know? So my goal right now is to try out for some bands, and, you know, shout out to, you know, Electric Mayhem. I went to high school with some of them cats, and they're playing for 50 Cent right now. They brought me into some sessions, into some rehearsals, and showed me the business and allowed me to see a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So that's what I'm trying to do. And if you ever start singing, you know what I mean? Or if you add some lyrics to the dance that you did that you don't want to show the people, you know what I'm saying? I can do the sound.
Can we do it one time? Can we do it one time?
Is there, does that count on?
No. You watching Zana Ray Tv, Young Hype Life, thanks for coming through. No, right here, yeah. Keeping you in the know. Let's get it.